Good morning, everybody. It's January 19th, Thursday, 2017. Nice sunny day out there. We are here to talk about and cover our exclusive listing rewards program that we offer here at Coldwell Banker. That is our incredible distinctive point of difference when it comes to helping you get the next two, three, four, five listings as a career-minded real estate expert in the marketplace. And nobody else in the marketplace has literally $3.5 million set aside to help their agents market their listings like Coldwell Banker. Literally $3.5 million for this year we have budgeted to help you market your listings, okay? And that's money on the table. So it is our encouragement of you to take full advantage of using the company's money that we have set aside for you. If you don't use the money, then obviously it doesn't go to good use of marketing your listings. We have three. We have three different packages for you to choose from as it relates to listing rewards. Okay, we have bronze for those that are not truly real estate professionals marketing listings. It's more you want to get the pictures taken, you want to have flyers made, and you want a single property website. And you're going to throw the sign in the yard. Okay, so that is for those that don't take the marketing of listings and marketing of yourself seriously. But it is available. It's an option, and we like to provide and give agents options here at Coldwell Banker. So bronze, $100, knock yourself out. The other three, silver, gold, and platinum, are the other packages that we offer. And we at Coldwell Banker recommend that you use gold on every single one of your listings in 2017. So if you plan on taking listings in 2017, budget and assume and plan on going with the gold package because it's the best value out there. So for $400, when you pull the $400 lever to order your property, we will match it. We'll back it with $1,200 additional dollars in marketing resources. Okay, so it's a $1,700 market impact on every single gold listing package, listing rewards package that you choose. Okay, so it's highly recommended that you go with the gold. Now, platinum, of course, is for those ultra luxury listings that you may want to, have an extra little shot in the arm with a marketing of a high-end property. And then silver, of course, is another option for those more budget-minded agents that want to deliver a good quality product and marketing tool, but are more budget-minded. Even though it's still a good deal, at the end of the day, we recommend you going with gold. So let's dive in. I'm going to have you go to our listing rewards website, so cblistingrewards.com, and we'll kind of take you through how that all works, okay? And if you have questions, by all means, let Katrina know by selecting the bottom right corner. If you're able to chat on the screen, go ahead and ask questions as we go, or you can send her an email or a text, however you want to go about communicating, and we'll get your questions answered along the way. So we're going to go to cblistingrewards.com. You could go to the NRT Gateway and click on the button, and it'll pass you right through to the listing rewards as well. cblistingrewards.com is the URL where you're going to want to order and navigate through the process. Okay, so this is where it all begins, right? The listing rewards process and tool and system that we offer here at Coldwell Banker. cblistingrewards.com. Okay, if for some reason you have an old URL, or you have listing rewards saved in a favorites, or you have it bookmarked, or you have it as an icon somewhere, I would recommend you delete that and not use that, because for some reason we have agents that are still using an old URL that's sitting out there, and for some reason it's getting bogged down, and it's not right. It's not right. You're not going to get what you're looking for. So we are at cblistingrewards.com. We have a full team of support that is available for you from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. They're on staff at the ready to help you in any way. You can always chat with them live right here at any time if you have questions or if you have any issues. Or you can certainly give them a call at 303-409-6309. And if you don't get them somebody live right away, they will certainly call you back within, I think, a few moments or an hour of you leaving the message. So as I scroll through here are the different packages. Okay, so you can order your packages. And you can also, here are the different options, the $400 gold package that I suggested, and all the elements that are included. The platinum at $840, okay, and also the silver for $275, or bronze for $175 with photography. If you choose to use your own photographer, or if you're one of those agents that likes to use your iPhone, because you don't really take marketing listings really serious, after the credit, it's $95 or under $100, as I indicated earlier. Okay. So on each one of these, across the board, you do have the option, if you choose to not use our photography outfit. So Rocket Media is a great resource, and for $400, that includes your up to 35 HDR photos. But at Coldwell Banker, we also like to give you choices. So should you want to take your own photos, which we don't recommend, or if you want to use a different photography vendor that you prefer, that works fine too. We'll give you an $80 credit. But when you take that $80 credit and you go elsewhere, just know that you're fully responsible for getting us the photographs of your listing. So whether you work with the client or the vendor and ask them to upload the photos into the system, or you get the photos from the vendor and you upload the photos yourself, and that's a time-consuming process, of course. But if that's what you want to do, that's where you would take the photographs from your clients, or sorry, your vendors, and you upload the photos yourself, if that's what you want to do. Otherwise, when you place the order, we will handle it all for you through Rocket Media. Okay, so just a little tidbit of information. We'll handle it for you if you use our preferred vendor, or your preferred photography vendor, or if you take the $80, that's great, go for it, but make sure you get us the photos in a timely fashion, okay? And there's a whole myriad of benefits with also using our photographer, in that they'll get you the photographs. You will receive the photographs within 24 hours, so the next business day prior for the following business day of the order or the photos being shot. So for example, if the photos were shot on, let's say, tomorrow, Friday, by 10 a.m. Saturday morning, you'll have the photographs from Rocket Media if you use Rocket Media, okay? So that's another nice benefit of going with our photography vendor. So I was scrolling through. You saw all the different packages. You can order them. You can download the PDF. So if you click on the PDF here, and I'm going to download it now as a PDF, I will open this up. And for each one of these, we have a brochure. Okay, so this is a client brochure that you will want to have customized for yourself, if you haven't already, that will have your photo, your contact information, and so on, okay? And you do so, you order this by going to ColdwellBankerMarketing.com, okay? ColdwellBankerMarketing.com, that you may want to take a note on. I'm putting it up on your screen for you. So to have your personalized, customized consumer brochure, client brochure, handled for you or designed for you, okay, with your information, and it will be printed as such. And we're going to go over the different elements inside of it in a second here. But go to coldwellbankermarketing.com, and Color Productive, our local printer, will create those for you and deliver them to your offices, okay? And so here on the screen, coldwellbankermarketing.com, that's where you go to View Items, okay? You click on the Sample Packages, and we have these sample packages, which I also recommend that you consider putting together as well. So 10 samples, 15 samples, et cetera, of the gold package. So what that means is they will put together 10, 25, 15 exact samples of each of the elements that are included in a listing rewards package, gold package or silver if you want to go. As a career-minded individual that you're going to do gold on all of your listings, then I recommend you have a gold package created. It's $75 as you see here on the screen. And again, it will they'll create for you the 8x8 brochures, the listing the customized listing presentation brochure, the consumer version, that is this right here. They'll create that for you as a sample, and then all the elements as well, 11x17 brochure, the announcement cards, and so on, okay? So this is where you're going to want to take some time and go do that later today if you haven't already. Because the one thing you are going to want to make sure that you have at the ready is a sample packet or sample pack kit of these elements for that listing appointment, particularly when you start prospecting and making the calls and all of a sudden the listing appointment comes up and it happens to be tomorrow and they want to meet you tomorrow, right? You do not want to be caught behind the 8 ball where you're scrambling to get these done tomorrow. So later today or after this session, go get your packages, your sample kits put together for $75 or whatever quantity you end up going with. Price varies. I highly recommend you take some time today to go do that because with the listing season upon us, right around the corner, the listings are going to start coming in and the listing appointments are going to start coming in, and you're going to want to be able to hand this to your seller. Plus, you're going to want to be able to have it down pat where you go through each one of these elements and you are the expert of what you're going to deliver to your clients when marketing the listing, okay? And then lastly, not to beat a dead horse on this deal, but the other thing is when you're able to customize, personalize it, it becomes your marketing package and your marketing program that you're going to deliver to your clients, right? Without this, and if you just print it off or you just use a random or whatever, then it's just the Coldwell Banker marketing program and it's not your specific marketing promise that you're going to deliver, okay? All right, so we got the gold package here. This is the consumer brochure on the screen, as I said, and I'm going to deliver this message to your people, right? And it literally should take no more than 12 to 13 minutes at the kitchen table, right, to walk your people through this. There's no reason to go beyond 12 to 13 minutes going through this, okay? If you choose to go longer, your clients, most people today are ADD, and all they want to know is what are you going to do for me and how much are you going to charge and what's the home going to be priced at, right? So if you just do these 3 things in that order, go through the elements of the marketing plan that you're going to deliver to them, then hands down, nobody in the marketplace is going to be able to offer all this that you're going to be able to package and deliver. And in the beauty of listing rewards, the best part of listing rewards is that we pretty much do it all for you. I mean, you're going to order the photography, you're going to put the copy together, right? You're going to put the ad copy together of the description of the property. You'll certainly have, obviously, but other than that, I mean, you're not having to go through and create all these brochures. So we've taken that painful legwork and brain damage out of the equation of having, where you have to go do all that. So that in itself is worth $400 alone. I would think your time is worth $400 alone and not having to mess with all this. So we will provide the 35 HDR photos, and high grade, high quality photographs is king. That's where it all begins. That's where the magic begins. And Rocket Media delivers up to 35 HDR photos. And when I say up to, there are properties that we know don't always warrant 35 high-grade quality photos. So don't, expect if the property is a 1,200 square foot, 1,500 square foot property and it only is worth 25 photos. I mean, the photographer, if you're there, you can say, hey, take 3 more pictures of the kitchen counter for me or whatever the case may be. But that's why we say up to 35 HDR photos, okay? HDR means that it has multiple, what do you want to call it? It's multiple resolutions, I guess, where for those properties that have big windows, you'll be able to see the imagery come through the photo or through the windows, okay? So what's on the outside of the the windows, that will be as a part of it because they take multiple snapshots. I think 3 or 4 different snapshots. So the quality is outstanding. We will also create a custom website, which is the single property website for you. Okay, so it will have its own URL, and in the proofing process, we'll take those photos and we'll integrate it into the single property website. And you'll during the proofing process, you'll get a link that has the single property website in it for you to edit as you need. You can edit right there on the fly inside the link that you'll receive from the customer support email that you're going to receive from Listing Rewards. But the best part of that custom website or the single property website is for you to use that for social media, okay? So you'll put that on social media, you'll share it with your clients, you'll put it in your email signature lines. And again, this is all about certainly marketing this listing, but ultimately for you as a career-minded real estate professional, this is all about creating that wow factor to help you get the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 additional listings down the road this year, and marketing yourself as a real estate marketing expert, okay? So we're creating these opportunities of, wow, look at all that you do to market listings, okay? All right, so we have the personalized and customized single property website that is for social media. We'll also put a 1/6 of a page ad for gold, okay, in 5280 magazine or 5280 home magazine, depending on which deadline is coming up. It automatically goes in depending on the next deadline. You'll get a proof from the Listing Rewards team. Actually, it'll be AdWriter that will be sending you a proof of that listing. If we do not hear back from you, and I'm just giving you a little detail behind the scene, but if we do not hear back from you by the deadline that's indicated in that email, the proof email, then the ad will run as is. In other words, we can't wait around, and you'll be reached out to, contacted on a number of different occasions in the event that you don't respond to the proof prior to the deadline. But again, at the end of the day, if you do not respond at all, then that ad will run, and it is in full disclosure within the email proofing process that it's going to run as such. So for those that are previews agents, you also have the option of opting out of 5280 magazine and going in Colorado Homes and Lifestyle magazine if you choose to. Okay, and there's that in the order process. It's on there, and I can show you that in a little bit here. We will also create for you a just listed e-flyer in New Panda. Okay, so that would be for you to send out an announcement via email in New Panda to your sphere list or your client list. We'll get the e-flyer all set up. It'll be sitting inside New Panda. It will be ready you'll be notified in the proofing process that the e-flyer is there for you to hit send and send to your client list as you like. But just know that you, the agent, have to send that out manually yourself, okay? We'll get it ready to go, but you have to do the actual hit send. You might be wondering, well, why is that? And not to go into great detail, but there were times where we had it set up as an automatic once upon a time, and an agent didn't proof it, or agents weren't proofing it for whatever reason, or agents didn't let us know that it didn't hit the market yet because the seller decided that they wanted to hold off on it going on the market, and we didn't know that. Or the price had changed and the agent didn't tell us. So you can get where I'm going with this. There were a number of occasions where some reason, somehow, something wasn't correct or shouldn't have occurred, and we had it set up going out automatically. And then, of course, look, guess who gets in trouble? We do, because it went out automatically in the event that regardless whether the agent told us something happened, changed, did something that they didn't want it to do. So that's why we put it back on the agent to hit send. We'll get it all set up for you, looking sharp, looking pretty, but you have to send it inside New Panda as an e-flyer. But regardless, it's another distinctive point of difference to email to your clients announcing that you have a new listing that you're marketing, which then your clients and friends would hopefully and probably will forward on to their people, again, creating that wow factor. We will also, in our weekly update newsletter, we will also take that listing and put it in with the other gold listings and platinum listings that we have orders on, and we will send that out on Friday, which will go out to a distribution list of approximately 8,000 co-oping brokers, okay? So you're telling your seller that you're sitting across the table with, in the listing appointment, going through this brochure, that you will go an extra step and market this property to the 8,000 co-oping brokers across the Front Range by marketing your property in the newsletter that we are going to send out for you. And you'll get a copy of this as the agent, which then you can also forward on to your client to show them, okay? We'll also produce a professionally scripted and edited, produced, I guess you could say, a professional TV spot. It'll be a 30-second TV spot for the gold. Gold is 30 seconds, silver is 20 seconds, and platinum is 40 seconds. Okay, I'm just giving you a little bit of detail in that. But for the gold package, you'll get a 30-second TV spot that will air on the Colorado Homes TV show, which airs Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. on Channel 2. And the Listing Rewards support team, actually Creative Edge, will let you know when your property is set to air, so that way you can tell your sellers to set the DVR or tune in Sunday morning, whatever the date is coming up. It's usually about a 2 to 3 week lead time from the time that we get the photos and everything's all good to go, that it will air on TV. Okay, so it's usually about 2 or 3 weeks, which is actually good because you don't want everything to all happen at once. You want to at least be able to report back to your clients on a regular basis that the brochures are in, the single property website's in, and in 3 weeks we're going to have the air on TV. So you're always constantly working for your seller. But again, back to the most important part of it is the wow factor in getting you the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 listings here in 2017 or more. Okay, so we'll take that same TV spot and we'll put it on YouTube for you. Okay, you'll get the YouTube link. It'll go on our local YouTube channel, and it will go on the national Coldwell Banker YouTube channel, which is the highest viewed real estate channel on the planet, which is the Coldwell Banker YouTube channel, and then our local one. More importantly for you, like the single property website, when you get that link, you'll share it on social media. You'll share it with your clients, who will then also hopefully share it on social media. Again, thus creating this wow factor of all these things that you do to market listings, right? So that is super important. And then from there, you'll also want to make sure that you take that YouTube video that we've created for you, along with the single property website link that we've created for you. In addition to putting it out on social media, you'll probably want to put it in your email signature line, because we know that you're sending out thousands of emails all the time, And what better way to demonstrate here are all your listings that you either currently have available on the market or that you have closed and sold, because obviously these things never go away. But here's a demonstration of what you do to market your listings, and again, creating that wow factor. So we'll create a 30-second spot that will go on the TV show. It will also go on TV or on the local YouTube channel, Colorado Coldwell Banker YouTube channel, as well as the national YouTube channel, etc. So taking those gorgeous photos and integrating it into now video. When so many real estate agents and companies are still stuck in the newspaper, I mean, nobody else in the marketplace has a TV show that you can speak to that will air, okay? We'll also create beautiful brochures, and you have the option to choose 8x8 brochures, 11x17 brochures, or the 8.5 by 11 two-sided brochures. That's up to you, whatever you do as a marketing professional, and hopefully when you create the packet or the kit that you're going to order after this session today, you can decide which of the brochures that your client likes best. And having the 8x8, 8.5 by 11 two-sided, or the 11x17, it shows that you are the expert and you will customize it to their liking as well, thus creating the wow factor. We'll also take the various single property websites, YouTube videos, and we'll put it up on social media. We'll put it on our Colorado Homestyle blog. We'll also put it on our company Facebook page. We'll tweet it out for you, and so on, okay? We also have our mobile brochure technology, which is an exclusive patented technology. And the beauty of this is two things. One, there's no reason to ever put a flyer box or brochure box in front of the house any longer, unless you have a client that's super adamant about it, and then you, of course, have to work through feeding and keeping that flyer box full after the kids in the neighborhood throw it all over the place, or it's all gooey from the rain and snow. So the answer to that is this mobile brochure technology that we offer, that does two things. One, it brings all the information on that property right into the mobile device of somebody that's interested in the property, that rolls up in front of the home, your listing, and types in the information on the sign writer, okay? And then from there, it also will you'll get a text message and an email actually, but you'll get a text message the moment that somebody is inquiring about that listing. The moment that they're getting the text message to their phone about that property, you're getting a text message as well, at the same time notifying you that somebody's interested in the property, that they just keyed in the code on that yarn site. So during the demonstration and listing appointment, what I want you to do right now, if you haven't already, is pull out your cell phone, okay? And you're going to actually, at the listing appointment, you're going to have your client do these exact steps. So you're going to have them create. Okay, you're going to have them create a text. So open a text window, text box, start a text on your phone right now. And then in the to field, okay, you're going to type in 35620. Okay, 35620 in the text field, or sorry, the text, the to, who you're going to send it to, 35620. And then you're going to type in 73940 in the message field, okay? 73940 in the message field. And then you're going to hit send. And on your mobile device, you're going to get a text, which I just did right here, right now, of the mock listing we've set up for you. That will never go away. It'll always be there for you as a demonstration. So you'll click on the link, and it'll open up the property real time on that mobile device as you're demonstrating it here on, during this WebEx presentation, but also it will allow you to have it, now and forever. So it has the video in there. It maps the property. It actually has all the photos, the 35 HDR photos. It has the description, so on and so forth. And your clients, somebody can call you right away, or they can text you, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. So actually, just the other day, somebody came upon this brochure, and they started texting me because I'm the one that's in here as the demo for you, as the agent. And they were wanting to know more information about this property, which I was like, what? What's that all about? But that was kind of weird. That was the first time. So CB Mobile brochure, amazing distinctive point of difference for you on an appointment, okay? And it's all part of the package, the gold, the silver, and the platinum. It's also part of the bronze, but we don't talk about bronze because you guys are real estate experts and professionals that market properties the way you know how. Right? So the other incredible tool that the gold package has to offer is the exclusive gold envelope, the coveted gold envelope that is a part of this. So with silver, you get a direct mail piece. It's the jumbo size direct mail postcard. Great option if you want to go that route. But really, the gold envelope does wonders in the sense of, first of all, when somebody receives a gold metallic envelope in their mailbox, they think it's a what? An invitation to a party, to a wedding, to something. And the likelihood of somebody opening up a gold metallic envelope is extremely high. In fact, we have countless testimonials from agents that actually got listing appointments and got the listing because somebody received the gold envelope in the neighborhood. We'll send out 100 of these gold envelopes surrounding that property for you. And when somebody opens it, boom, they get the beautiful trifold brochure, direct mail piece that comes out of that envelope with all your information on it. But again, it's about creating that wow factor. And so for us to be able to deliver that for you on your behalf as a part of the gold package or platinum package is truly spectacular. What you need to know is it costs $2.75 per gold envelope for us to mail that for you, okay? So when you take $2.75 times the 100 that we're going to send out surrounding that property, for those quick in math, it's $275. And this package costs how much? $400. So, I mean, right there, that in itself is worth everything in this, not to mention that we're going to be doing it for you, putting it together for you, you'll proof it. But when you're able to send out $275 worth of a direct mail piece that people are going to open, boom, gold is the way to go. We'll also create a virtual tour for you, which is a part of the single property website that you can certainly put up on the MLSs and go social with. It's another distinctive point of difference, etc. And then lastly, we will also put together a marketing overview. So once all these elements are created for you and done for you, we'll put together a summary overview that you then send to your clients that shows them everything that you have done to market their listing. And again, it's the wow factor. We put it together for you. It will be personalized with your information, your photo, etc. And it just shows your seller that you have done what you promised to do and what you have been hired to do in creating all these elements. And so when literally you take 12 to 15 minutes to demonstrate this and take them through it with your personalized version of this that you're going to order later today when you get out of this session, if you haven't already, make sure you set up a package. And then over time, once you start getting the real-time brochures and whatnot, you can start integrating those into your presentation. But if nothing else, we'll do it for you here now, okay, later today. All right, so the other thing is, so that is the brochure and the details to the brochure and the mechanics to the brochure behind the scenes on how it all works when you order it. All right. So I want to show you quickly here how to place, decide makes sense. You'll click on order package, okay, and go ahead and read through the explanation of what is included in the packages. I want to go back here for a second because I told my programmers to change the wording relative to, it still says 2016 and it needs to say 2017. So they are going to be updating it. Details, nothing you need to worry about. So click on order, okay? And we're going to show you quickly how to order the package. You're going to type in, okay, your first and last name as the agent. Do you want to order the photography with or without photography? I would suggest with photography, of course, using Rocket Media. You'll see here that it automatically will generate the $400 package when you select gold or whatever else you want to do. In the event that you want to change it to without photography, it will change it to the 320 for you, okay? So, but we're all very savvy and we all want to make life easy and just go with the gold package with photography. You're going to want to I would go with 11 by 17. As a career-minded professional in the industry, you're going to want to select the 11 by 17 just because it's amazing and it's awesome, okay? You're going to type in your email address, okay? And you're going to type in which office you're in. Colorado Springs, here we are. And you're going to type in your email address again a second time, but we want you to give us your secondary email address. And the reason is because sometimes the proofs get hung up in spam filters or whatever the case may be, or whatever. So always give us your first and secondary email address because there's nothing worse than you're expecting, and again, you should see a proof from Listing Rewards within 24 to 48 hours of us getting the photographs from you or the photographer. You should see a proof email within 24 to 48 hours of us getting those photographs, assuming you've also included copy, okay? Now, the Listing Rewards team has been instructed to go out and grab copy from the website and property description because there are those agents that they want to place the order, and then in the property description, which I'll show you down here, they want to wait till the photos come, right? However, there are times where we're like waiting for copy to begin the process, but yet we don't have anything to go off of. So we just kind of scribble some stuff in there because we know that you're super excited and anxious to get the order going, and you're excited and anxious to get the proofs going and whatnot. So the point of the matter is, it's back to the email address. Make sure you give us 2 real-time email so we have something to go by. 1.2 million. Is this property above 600,000? Yes. Do you want to market it as a previous listing? You can certainly do that. Is it active? Even if it's not active yet, make sure you always tell us that it's active or it's going to be active. Okay. There are those that do listing rewards after it's sold, and that's for you to figure out whether you want to do that or not. I'm going to say it's a 1,500 square foot, $1.2 million property with 2 beds, 2 baths. Man, this thing's got to be amazing. So your marketing headline, this is what I'm talking about right here. We have agents that say blah, blah, blah. Don't do blah, 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 please. Take a moment to actually give us something that we can go off of. And then we have some agents that say blah, 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 or TBD, or copy to come. If you put that in there, we'll send you the proof with blah, blah, blah. Or if there's copy in the property website that we can go grab, we'll put that in for you, okay? But there are times where There are times that, if all we have to go by is blah, 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 then you're going to get a proof that says blah, blah, blah. Okay? Garbage in, garbage out. All right? Special instructions, if you want special instructions as far as, I don't know, whatever special instructions you want the processing team to know about, by all means. If you're in Fort Collins, you're able to opt out of 5280 magazine and go with Style magazine locally. So just be aware of that. And if you're a previews agent, you can go with CH&L, Colorado Homes and Lifestyle magazine as well as if you want. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Pay Now, which is going to take you to PayPal, and you're going to run your credit card. Question?
Yeah, we have a question on the mobile brochures.
Mm-hmm.
So you were calling a number and putting in a code to show clients from your phone how it comes up.
Yep.
Is there a standard number to call? And then we've got kind of a secondary before we actually have their mobile brochure activated to show them.
Yeah. So the way the mobile brochure works is that there's a sign writer, okay? And each listing, and the other thing is you have to level, okay? So make a note of that. The mobile brochure writer, you go to your office staff, so probably your OA, who will have that sign writer for you when you're ready for it to be initiated. That part is not an automatic. So you order your photography, you give us your ad copy, you submit the order, and once the order is processed, then you go to your OA and you get the sign writer to put on that property. And that code will be assigned to that listing, and everything behind the scenes automatically occurs. So the sign writer has the 800 number, and in the brochure, I don't know what's going on here with the PayPal. Anyways, you'll go to PayPal, and let me just take a moment. You'll go to PayPal, you'll swipe your card, and then you'll schedule your photography order through Rocket Media if that's the way you go. Okay, so let me jump back to the brochure because I want to show you that. Is that still up here? Where is that? I'm trying to get to the PDF. Can you show me the PDF? I don't know where. I don't think I closed it, or maybe I did. All right. Well, she's looking for that. So back to the sign writer. So there's an 800 number on the sign writer, and there's a code assigned to that. Yeah, I think it is. Is that it? The brochure? Okay, yeah, so I got the brochure. Cool. That's what I was trying to get to. So on the brochure, and my apologies, I wasn't specific, but if you zoom in, so I'll zoom in on the brochure, and you'll see, I think you should be able to see here, hopefully, the actual sign writer that has the 800 number on it. And so there's the 800 number that somebody would drive up in front of the home. That's the same 800 number that is available. Can I see it pretty good on the screen? Okay, so that's the 800 number that's available on all writers, and then the difference is going to be the code, the property ID code, and your property ID code. That ID code, unless you go to the OA ahead of time and you ask for a sign writer, it's not going to be initiated until the order goes through and all the behind-the-scenes connections and links take place. So I think you were asking, can that code be assigned before the order is taken and so on? Okay, so the answer is no, but instead, here's the code that we kind of walked you through as a sample of what it will look like when they experience it. Now this property ID code, we put that ID code that is assigned on the writer, okay, so the code that's assigned on the writer, that property ID code that is assigned to your property is then put on TV. It's also put on the magazine ads. So that code follows that property, and it has information for the consumer to, get more information on that listing by typing in the property or the phone number and then the property ID code. Okay. So office staff, they will assign the code and the writer to you, and then you attach the writer to that sign. Now, one thing you can do, if it's done this way in your office, each office is different, you can then own that rider and that code. So when that property sells, you can that code can then be transferred to the next listing. So you're not having to turn in your rider and get a new rider every time. So that's typically how it is done at most offices, I believe. But check with your OA on that. Okay. So that's how the riders work. We do have some new technology coming that I'm not going to even talk about it. But there's more to come on that. That's going to be pretty cool here in 2017. But so long story short, that's how the riders work. Does that answer the question?
Yes. Lori said thank you so much.
Right on, right on. All right, so we went through the order, and I got all the way to PayPal, which I don't want to enter, obviously, my credit card information here on the internet and on screen for obvious reasons. But once you place the order, then that's another window will appear. Another window will appear, which will be basically the photography window, which I will show you what basically that looks like. And this is where you go in and you schedule. It will direct you to this site right here, but this is where you'll schedule the photography, assuming you're going with Rocket Media. And here it's super easy to be able to just go in and say, I want it done at this time, put in your name, your email address, etc., who's going to be there, what's the address, etc., etc., and it's super slick, super easy. So that's what we highly recommend you use in that regard. So that's after you make the payment, this window pops up, and you schedule your photography, and then the photographer will be in touch and make sure that that all gets taken place here from there. Okay. And then lastly, as it relates to the listing rewards, so let me go back to the listing rewards. That was at the very bottom of the screen. You have all the contact information as far as the hours of operation. Here's the email information. You have the real-time chat line that you can chat with them live. There's the phone number. And then if you have issues with the property brochures, you can certainly contact them directly. And then here are all the downloadable bits and pieces that you can certainly use. Here's the PowerPoint presentation that you can download if you want to go that route. Here's all the brochures, the sample brochures that are PDF ready. But again, I want you to really take the time. Rewards at Coldwell Banker, it's our distinctive point of difference in helping you market that current property that you're on an appointment for. But ultimately, as real estate experts in the industry, we want you to get the next 10, 12, 15, 20, hundreds of listings and go gold without question. So, speaking of, there's a question?
Yeah, another question. So is there any way that you can print a receipt? Because a package was ordered, and in the past you used to get a receipt, now you don't. So how is she ever supposed to tell when she's placed an order?
So you get email confirmations, and that's why we want 2 emails from you to make sure that you get those. So you'll get email confirmations. You should get those email confirmations from the system like immediately. Within a few seconds to immediately to either of those email addresses. If for some reason you're not getting an email from the system once you hit submit and run the credit card, if you have not gotten an email, say especially within the hour, if you're not seeing an email from the system within an hour, you need to be calling 303-409-6309, okay? So don't assume that technology works all the time. Don't assume that something didn't get hung up in spam filter world. but rather if you're not seeing an email confirmation, which is also a receipt, um, within minutes to within an hour from the system to either one of those email addresses that you provided us, then you need to take action and make a call to confirm. We have had, and we do have agents that just kind of assume it is done, and then they wait days, literally days, until they realize, holy crap, my order for some reason didn't go through, or something, or the credit card declined, or it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happens, but we have those that just think, okay, it went through. Don't put yourself in that position, because you don't want to be up against the wall with the seller pounding on your door, wondering where all their marketing items are, and you don't want time to get away on you. Meanwhile, you're thinking, well, it's sure somebody's going to call me, even though it all works pretty well. But there are times that you need to take the responsibility to follow up and make sure that you're not setting yourself up for a bad situation. Apart, and then 3, 4, 5 days later, you're like, "What the heck? Where's my stuff?" And then you're pissed at us. Does that answer the question?
She said, "Okay, thanks."
You got the point. Killed that, beat that dead horse. So there you have it. That's listing rewards, and literally $3.5 million to set market your listings this year, and nobody is doing that in this marketplace. They can't afford it. One, they can't afford it. Two, they don't know where to begin. They can't even imagine putting together all this stuff for you guys. So sure, they have interesting marketing pieces, and we're aware of them, but nobody has listing rewards like we do here in Colorado. And to that point, just to kind of give you an idea, we are now, Chris and I and Kevin are now going on the road per NRT's instructions to start rolling out listing rewards in other markets. In fact, we're rolling out Sacramento in California next week. Then we're going to the Bay Area, and then we're going to Dallas the week after to start taking what we've perfected. And granted, there are still areas that we are perfecting on. We know it's not absolutely perfect, but it's pretty darn good. But when the rest of the nation, the rest of the country is realizing and seeing what we're doing here in Colorado, and that it works, and that our agents love it, and their sellers love it, and it's moving the needle, it speaks volumes to you all for believing in it and supporting listing rewards, because it has taken a whole new level on a national level that we are super excited about, to be able to start delivering this and rolling it out to the various markets throughout the country. So kudos to you. Take full advantage and maximize that $3.5 million that we have sitting on the table waiting for you to start using.
Alrighty, one last thing before signing off. Can
Yep.
we just show where they go to order the listing presentation brochures, the listing rewards pieces?
Oh, yeah. So go to CaldwellBankerMarketing.com. 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 CaldwellBanker Marketing. You would think I'd know how to spell marketing. CaldwellBankerMarketing.com. You're going to set yourself up. If you've never been here, it's going to ask you to set up a username, password, or an account or something. I'm logged in now, but the first time, if you've never been to Color Productive's website, you're going to go to CaldwellBankerMarketing.com. You're going to set up an account. They're not going to mess with you. You got to put in your username, password, or email address, whatever. And then right here on the screen, you click on Sample Packages, okay? Or you can just create the personalized brochure if you want to just do that. My recommendation is go to Sample Packages, and here are all the different sample sizes and types and everything else, okay? That's where you go, CaldwellBankerMarketing.com. All right, everybody, thanks. Have a good day. Be safe.